Howdy everyone, welcome back to Market Watch. This is your weekly segment where we talk about some of the Digimon singles on the market and see what's going on, talk about Digimon news, all the fun stuff that affects the market. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell into smashed potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos do come out. So it wouldn't be a typical watch without our boy Omnimon on the screen here, best Digimon of all time, and still expensive, yep. However, there is a little bit of a decrease in the Alter S alternate art, and a little bit on the regular Omnimon for the Super Rare from Set 1. All in all, though, not really big decreases, just minimal ones, maybe because there's a little more out there in comparison. There are actually more alternate art Omnimons listed this time, a total of 15. I think last time it was 5 or something like that. So there definitely is more. Just keep that in mind that the supply is sort of being met. But we're going to come back to that point very, very quickly. As we move into our second card here, this is the most expensive card in the game right now that is not an Omnimon. It's Alternate Lilithmon from Set 1 at $115 US for a near mint copy. This is one of your big waifu cards. This is nice looking girl, want to see the nice looking art, Lilithmon. This is the price you want to pay right now if you want to get this card. And to be honest, Lilithmon might see a little more play in Set 4. Just letting you guys know. I don't know if you want to get your copies now. It's completely up to you. Just stuff to keep in mind. And now Diabolomon. The promo prices, some of them have went up a little bit. There is Diabolomon hype, yeah, for Set 5, yeah, sure. But there are actually less tournaments happening in certain places of the world right now. And because of that, people are aware of that and they're juicing up the prices of promos like Diabolomon. So my advice is wait till there's more tournaments, wait until more of these are being distributed, and just relax a little bit and calm down. There will be a window to grab these cards. That window is not now. So be careful. Diabolomon is really cool, but we're not there yet. I wouldn't worry about it. These black Digimon, black support cards are absolutely ridiculous. And that links us now to Millennium On, who's actually seeing a little bit of a price increase. $35. It's slowly going up in comparison to its market price, I believe. Yep, its market price is like, 31 bucks, and we're seeing them for 35. So again, a little bit of a price spike. People are going to want to play Millennium On next set if they're playing purple, because it's still the only level 7 that purple has access to. That's a very, very important factor, because if they want to play level 7, they don't really have any other choices, I don't think. Nothing's coming to mind. Maybe I'm forgetting something, I don't think so. But yeah, keep in mind that you might want to get your Millennium Ons if you're thinking about playing purple. Keep in mind that Millennium On will go down in price when Set 5 comes out and the purple Omnimon comes out. So take that as you will. If you're looking to collect the card but don't want to spend $35 on it US, wait. If you want to play the card next set with purple, you might want to grab your hands on it. And speaking of cards that are going to be good in Set 5, Metal Greymon Secret Rare. This is a very affordable price, 17 US. And it is only going to go up with the red support of Set 5, like the Shoutmon DX. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, the 3000 Inheritable is scary, and the fact that it could just take a lot of your opponent's security by itself is also scary. So maybe you want to keep these in mind, you want to pick them up. They had a small price dip when the set was reprinted a couple weeks ago, but we're not there anymore. So you might want to grab your copies now. More Set 1 cards to talk about. Zoodlemon here at $9. It has been on a bit of a downturn, not gonna lie. This is a good time to pick it up. Some people still play Zoodlemon in this meta, some people will play Zoodlemon in Set 4 meta. So it's a very important card. The on play, draw 2, and the inheritable gain in memory when you're attacking if you have no Digivolution sources on your opponent's side of the field. Important card. Really good option in your deck. You might want to have it. Green is turning into one of those budget decks. Yeah, we're going to talk about a couple green cards on this watch today, and Ceresmon is one I wanted to bring to your attention. It's insane. It's only $8. It had a price decrease when the Set 1.5 came out a couple weeks ago again. That reprint really did help things. So if you want to build budget green, you're looking at a good time to pick up these Ceresmons. You can play this card in Set 4. Some people will play this card in Set 4. And that might cause a bit of a price spike once you can't get this set anymore. And if it is being played in Set 4. So, just one of those things you want to keep in mind. And our other big green card to talk about right now is Flower Cannon. The regular Flower Cannon, the rare one, is $5 US. So that's good to know. But this nice art has dropped all the way down to $20 plus shipping. It was $25 last week, I think. And this is definitely due to A, the reprint of set 1, but B, the Tamer box, because there is another nice looking Flower Cannon. Now, it depends. There's the debate of which Flower Cannon's max rarity. It's up to you. You know, if I wanted max rarity Flower Cannons, I'd probably pay $20 and get these ones, if we're being perfectly real, and that's perfectly okay with me. So, I wanted to bring this up because if you wanted to max out your green deck, it's not even that expensive anymore. Alternate Art Sarismons are $24, so they haven't moved too much, really, but Flower Cannons seem to be only getting lower. I don't see them being this low for much longer. They might dip a little more, but not much more before they go back up a price because you can't find set 1 anymore again. So, there you go. Moving on to budget decks and budget cards, Crest Gurumon isn't really seeing any play. It's not seeing any play. You got your big 3, you got Omnimon, Rookie Rush, Shine Greymon. Those are the decks seeing play. Crest Gurumon isn't even close to any of that. What does that mean? It means it's $3.45. That's what that means. So if you want a fun little toolbox deck, you know, I'm starting to actually work on my Crest Gurumon now, and I like it. It's fun. It's a little bit exciting. Just, if it's a fun card, you can try it, right? It's a fun tier 2 option to give a shot to. I wouldn't be caught dead playing this in a big tournament, but, you know, some people might want to because they really like the deck. And if you want a deck just to try, just to have fun, that wants to introduce you to the game, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, Crest Gurumon is a really good place to go. It's actually only gotten cheaper since set 1.5 came out. So just something to keep in mind. This Carmon, I wanted to bring it up. 66 cents right now plus shipping. It went down with the set 1 reprint. This Carmon has the potential of seeing some really big play in set 5 of Diabolomon. It might become an expensive rare at that point in time if you don't get your copies now. I recommend getting your copies now. It's cheap, it's easy, and if you have any interest in playing Diabolomon, grab it. Promo Diabolomon, still expensive, still not a lot out there. It's still going to be expensive. I just like to cover it every week now because I just want to see where it's at. I think $85 is lower than last week, if I'm correct. However, it's still ridiculous. So definitely, if you want that collector card, you know, pick them up. Pick them up. Nice card. It's only going to go down if we get a reprint that makes it holographic. If not, it's just going to keep going up. The final 2 cards of this market watch are going to be Hammer Spark and Gaia Force. Hammer Spark for a near mint copy is $2 plus $1 shipping. For near mint copies, this is kind of as cheap as it gets. And blue is not going anywhere. Blue, blue, blue. All over the place. Rookie Rush, for example, is playing this. It's affordable. It's $3. It might get reprinted in the future. Absolutely, sure. But until it gets reprinted in the future, if blue decks become better, and Rookie Rush isn't the only one, this might go up, especially as starter decks really dry out. You might want to have your Hammer Spark on hand. And finally, Gaia Force. I wanted to bring up this particular window because this one is going down in price. Last week, the Tamer Box one was $130, I think, US. Now it's $108 US. It's going down in price. Max Rarity Gaia Force is a little cheaper. I don't know how much cheaper it's going to get because these things may just never be reprinted again. That's a very important factor to keep in mind. So if you do want your, shiniest Gaia Forces, now is probably the time to grab them. And as for regular Gaia Force, it's at $878 today. It's been hovering around this mark. I don't see it really fluctuating too much until another reprint happens. If anything, it's only going to go up as Red continues to see play, and as starter decks for Red become more increasingly unavailable, especially when we get the green, black, and purple ones. You will not see these structure decks around very often. You won't see green, purple, and black around very often, probably, to be honest, but you definitely won't see the red and blue ones and yellow ones, for that matter, when those ones come out. I do definitely recommend picking up your play sets and Gaia Forces and Hammer Sparks should you want them for any deck you want to play. I think that's all I got for this week's Market Watch. I wanted to cover things that were a little bit off meta this time, little items that are good to have for the future. things are a little bit down because of the reprint, but some of the stuff is just going up. And if some of it's already going up, we know that the rest of it is going to follow suit very, very soon. At least stuff in set 1 for the most part. Set 1.5 is a little weirder because it's a smaller set and there's more. But set 1 stuff, definitely do be careful. These tournament promos, definitely be really, really careful. Wait a little bit, wait for more tournaments. Convince your shop to start having Digimon tournaments and you'll get your chance to get these freaking promos too. Just word for the wise. With that, I think we're done today. So you guys have a good one. We'll see you later.